Oh, hey there. You just caught us, but we're going to let you in on a little secret. Away from my baby for a week. There's my buddy Mike, and we're here. 21st Century Muscle Cars in Addison, Texas. They do some amazing work. They're part of the Lingenfelter family, and we're going to go inside. The guy who runs the place and is the tuner here, Matt, does not like being on camera, so we're not going to get any interview with him, but I will show you around the place. Be back to you in just a minute.
One that John knows has the ski. The one that didn't spot it. Remember that he was talking to, he was lower.
Oh, yeah. You don't know. John doesn't really.
Oh, really? Just never got time. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. I was gonna, like, he had mentioned his name.
Alright, let's make our way around this shop before he starts dynoing this Cadillac. We'll get that on video too, but another C6 here. ZR1. Wish I could afford one of those. That is sweet. Yeah. C8, I don't know what all's going on here, but they got A and B exhaust like Jason and Steve have. Don't know what else is going on in there. Got some Camaros in here. This is a nasty one right here. That thing's putting down a lot of power. Another C6. Another Camaro ZL1. 1LE on this one. Wow, love it. And a Grand Sport C7. Holy crap, I didn't expect that.
I didn't realize it'd be that loud. That's crazy.
it's done. We're out here on a busy street, so it's loud and noisy. But Joshua's gonna hop in there. And I got no mics with me, and I got tons of wind. So let's see what this sounds like for the first time. Let's get it to the house and get off this busy street and see what kind of sound we can get. Wait for it. Once the RPM comes down here in a second, you're fixing to start hearing the chopping. There it is. That's what we've all been waiting for. All right, so we got her back home now, and you've heard lots of the joyous sounds that this thing's now making. Let's talk first about the negative things, then we'll get into the dyno numbers. So, negative so far, our gas mileage is really hurt. So, what they told me would happen is that I would lose gas mileage in town, but on the highway, I would probably gain a little bit. I haven't seen that yet. Granted, the few times I've driven it, I have been stuck in a lot of traffic, which is completely abnormal. Normally I'm driving at times when I'm not having a lot of traffic, but I picked it up on a Thursday night and then was driving around with Jared on Friday, excuse me, and we were in lots of traffic. So that's hurt it for sure. So I don't have real good numbers yet, but I've been averaging 19 on it. Granted, that's typically quite a bit of highway because I'm usually going to events here or there, not a lot of in-town stuff. And what I've seen so far is 16. So 3 miles per gallon loss, but again, a lot of traffic. So I'm going to give it, another tank or two, just kind of see how it ends up idling or ends up averaging out. The other thing is, the drone that I had in this car when I first got it that was just unbearable is back. So no idea how CamJob did that. I'm sure it's all science somehow about how, you hit certain pitches and the vibration, creates that horrible sound, all that stuff. So I'm on a search for fixing that. I'm trying to avoid going with the Corsa. I know the Corsa will probably fix it. Everybody that I read about says it will. I've talked to Corsa, they say it will, but that's a lot of money. So I may try to go back with a stock Z06 axle back in it and see if that'll fix it. I think it will probably help tremendously. So I may go that route. We'll see. That's going to be a lot cheaper than going with the Corsa. So got to fix it though because it's absolutely unbearable. I took a 60-mile drive yesterday, came back, and my ears were just ringing like I was at a rock concert. So got to fix that problem. The relearning to drive it is a curve also because it does not like cruising down the highway at 1,300 RPM anymore like it used to. Now it wants 18, 19, 2,000 RPM. So I'm constantly in a lower gear than I normally would be. So I don't even go into 6th gear till I get over 80 miles per hour. Anything under that, I'm running it in 5th gear. So those are the negatives. Now to the positive stuff. So let's start back with this car stock. So stock, this car was at 374 at the rear wheel, 370 torque at the rear wheel, and then after the headers and tune, we were at 410 horsepower at the rear wheel and 404 torque at the rear wheel. So that was a pretty good pickup for headers and a tune. Then when we add in the cam job and ported throttle body, now we are looking at 484 to the rear wheel and 435 torque to the rear wheel. So overall, what we've picked up on this car is what, 65 torque to the rear wheel and 100, right at 110 to the rear wheel is what we picked up from stock. So pretty substantial difference. I can tell you the butt dyno does not sound like that much horsepower pickup. Of course, I never drove the car when it was stock. I got it when it already had the headers. So, you know, so this cam job picked up 74 horsepower, 73 horsepower over what it was before. I don't feel the 73 horsepower, but I really think what it is. And please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it. But we only picked up about 30 torque to the rear wheel. And I think that's really where you feel that thrust and that where you really get the feeling from the butt dyno. So don't feel a ton there. It is a little snappier. You can definitely feel the power a little bit. Doesn't feel like that much power, but I mean, the dyno doesn't lie. So, and this was dynoed, by the way, in 100-degree temperature with humidity through the absolute roof. So I don't know with cooler temps and lower humidity what, you know, the numbers would look like, but I'm pretty tickled with the numbers. You know, with a 484 at the rear wheel. He told me he's going to sit right on 480. So if you want to compare this to like a stock C6 Z06, he says he dynos those stock all the time at 430. So we're pushing about 54 horsepower more than a stock Z06. So anyway, that's it. It was a lot of fun. I want to thank Jared for hopping in the video. We got to spend a lot of time together pretty much all day Friday. And we had a great time. It was hilarious seeing him over here doing some of his classic Jared facial gestures. But it was a lot of fun. But anyway, fun bringing the video to you. This is going to be on Dad's Garage. And I'm going to post it over on Dad's Cars here in about 4 days. Just give it some time to circulate on Dad's Garage first. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. And please hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time right here on Dad's Garage.